Okay, it's April 29th. It's April 29th, 2018, 9:43 a.m. I'm using my cell phone to using my cell phone to videotape my regular Nikon D3400. See right here. We'll just see. Okay, I'll turn this over to the Bloomberg. Has the time and the date. It's the only channel that I know of that can confirm both the time and the date.
But suddenly, last night, we get a clarification, but also a softening of the position of the US government. They've extended the amount of time that companies can still deal with Rusal, and they've taken other steps to ease the effect of sanctions. Finally, they said that if Oleg Deripaska, the billionaire who has been synonymous with the Russian aluminum industry for 20 years plus, if he exits the company, then that might be a way out for Rusal.
Russian billionaire Oleg Deripaska planning to keep control of Rusal. That's according to people familiar with the matter. The aluminium giant fighting for survival in the face of US sanctions. The indication was that if Deripaska goes, the US goes light on Rusal. Deripaska wants to stay. Explain.
Exactly right. The whole aluminium market has been in relief since Monday, when the US Treasury said if Deripaska relinquishes control, we'll lift sanctions on Rusal. I think there's been a lot of assumptions going on in the West among traders that therefore that would probably happen and the sanctions will be lifted. We're reporting today that Deripaska, who's known as one of Russia's great corporate fighters, has no intention of going.
Norway's state-controlled oil company Statoil said first quarter profit increased 32% amid rising petroleum prices and higher output. I wanted to start with your expectations for the oil price. Do you think the oil price comes down from here?
Well, I definitely think the oil price will continue to be volatile. So it's fundamentally about cyclicality into the commodity and volatility. And what we see these days is that global storage levels have come down to more normal levels, and then we see an oil price that is even more sensitive to geopolitical events and which impact the oil price.
The shakeup continues at Deutsche Bank. The company naming today Frank Kuka as COO, replacing Kim Hammonds. And reports also today that the bank may be considering extensive cuts to its cash equities business here in the United States. That's as part of the wider restructuring of its investment bank. Let's talk about this change in the COO. And tell us what we know about Mr. Kuka, because just looking at it briefly, it looks like he really is an admin kind of guy. He knows systems, he knows controlling risk, he knows computers.
What's particularly striking about this guy is that he's been with the company for 32 years. He joined in 1986, so he's been with it even longer than the new CEO, Christian Sewing, who joined in 1989. They're both basically lifers, and they're both German.